I am Alec, and I am suffering from a huge case of nostalgia. It just so happens to be contagious, so watch yourself. I have a laptop here, one that isn't broken. It is a Dell something, and it is going to do a thing for us. And that is doing an Eevee evolution quiz. Eevee is probably my favorite little group of Pokemon. This cute little like cat, fox, mouse thingy that like kind of toodles about in the Pokemon vicinity. And he's my favorite because he's so versatile. He adapts to his surroundings and feelings, and he's just beautiful. My Pokemon teams were always aesthetic AF because I always had at least like 2 or 3 Eevees in them whenever I'd play the games, because Eevee's the cutest thing ever, and he's also just a super BA and rocks my socks. Originally, I was just gonna do a what Pokemon are you, but then I realized I don't think any quiz would be able to decipher that. I don't think it's an accurate measure of somebody's Pokemon-ness or what Pokemon they might be just by taking one simple quiz, because that quiz would need to be like 100 questions long, it would need to be super detailed, and it has to ask me like everything I need like to be asked, like my social security number and other things. Plus there are too many Pokemon out there and I didn't want to feel left out. It's just a thing. So at least now my trash personality will not assign me to a Bidoof. I can now be an Eevee. Whatever I'll get, it will be a super lovely little friend of whatever kind, and that to me is pretty swell. Alright, I've been talking. Let's stop talking and let's start quizzing. Okay, which Eevee evolution are you? I'm so excited! The first of the questions, what do you fear? Out of the options given, I would have to say that I am probably the most scared of time. Which do I value? Well, since aesthetics is not an option, I guess I will go with intellect. You meet a stranger, and what do? Probably gonna observe them because I want to take my time, and then from there, I can decide, after I make my conclusions about them, dissect their lives, psychoanalyze them, and all of their innermost deep secrets, ambitions, and scores on Candy Crush, to see if they're also in an existential crisis. I can't really decide whether I would do any of the other 3 options, so that's why I would do them after I observe. Who am I in a group? Well, you see, I don't really do the whole group thing, so this is a horrible question and I object, but I guess I would be the creative. Who am I kidding? I'm a joke. The jokester it is. Pick an aura. Ooh, so many options.
These options are lame.
I don't like them. Out of the ones that are there, this cold-looking one in the left corner is probably the most me, because it's very sad-looking. I'm in danger! Eliminate the HP on the other side, otherwise you will lose. So, normally in real life I would assess, but in terms of Pokemon, I'm a fighter. Defeat enemies with... I'm the unluckiest person ever. I'm kind of slow at most things, and the force is forcing it. So I'm magical, of course, and that would be the one anyway, because Lucky Charms. Except they have marshmallows, and I can't eat those because they have gelatin, and please be nice to animals and don't kill them for their hooves and make smushy little gelatin things. Make a wish! Okay. Probably wish for joy. Through riches, peace, and solitude, I'm only aiming to get to joy. Getting there directly without the other one is sort of like an immediate shortcut, and I'm all about shortcuts in life. So if I go straight to joy, that's much more effective. Choose wisely, this is the hardest one. What do we do? My first instinct tells me to pick up that left top corner because it's just so beautiful and majestic. But then if you look into like the bottom right corner, that one's aesthetic is my blood type, and then the pink one above is like pastel kawaii vibes and I'm living. But then this one up at the top is kind of like slate with iridescent kind of things happening, and that's very intriguing to me. It's drawing me in. I think I'm gonna go with my gut and go for this top left corner. Oh my god! I got such a cute one! I am frozen in icy magic right now over my little option there because I am the Ice Prince and this is perfect. I'm getting closer and closer to the Jack Frost lifestyle. Rise of the Guardians came out and I fell in love with Jack. I am in love with him, but I also want to be him, which basically summarizes my love life.
Except I hate everybody, so I don't date.
But I'm Glaceon, which is the most important thing ever. Let's read more about me. You're strong, steady, and immovable. You tend to do things at your own pace, and you think every action through. Though people sometimes underestimate your strength, you always prove them wrong. I don't have the words. Look at me, I'm so cute. But now when things don't work out, I can tell myself, like, you're Glaceon, and like, that's really enough for me. And that is why I believe everybody should do this quiz. No Pokemon were harmed in the making of this video.
Sorry about the weird lighting.
I am always open to suggestions for what I should do next for my content, so feel free to DM me, message me, anywhere really, and I will get back to you eventually. And I'm overjoyed to hear from you always. If you would like to know what Eevee evolution you are, please do me the favor and follow the link below to the quiz on Buzzfeed, and then comment below what you got as your Eevee evolution, because we are brothers and sisters. We are the Eevee family. So just make sure you tell me what you are, because I'm Glaceon and you are some other Eon. Or maybe you're Glaceon too, and then like we're twins. And make sure to subscribe. You can click my face thingy over here. It will eventually pop up. And it's been real.